Pay homage to the Samma Sambuddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times before we start our Dhamma talk. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Dear faithful devotees, brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, today we are going to start our Dhamma talk. Actually, do you remember last time we already explained about avijja, avijja's ignorance. So because of avijja, we are accumulating wholesome and unwholesome both. Kusala and akusala both, we are accumulating because of avijja. Avijja is the main cause for the kusala and akusala. Anyway, today also we have to explain little bit according to Therapadana. Actually, we are not going to fully cover the Therapadana. We can find some of the biography of bhikkhus detailing their past accumulation of parami until their last life during the time of the Buddha. So there are a lot of things, lot of history there. A bhikkhu may have made one small offering, such as just the 5 types of oil lamp or 3 types of flowers, or do the service for the sangha, clean up the around the bodhi tree or around the shrine room or around the pagoda, and offering the water of cup. So that merits support to them to be reborn in the good destination for many life, not only one life, many life. After learning this, the intention arises in our mind to make similar offerings. This is Vaisas Attana, this is ignorance. Okay, so if I not wrong, the one of the history, the Paṭiccasamuppāda Thera, Paṭiccasamuppāda Thera, because one of the bhikkhu, his name Paṭiccasamuppāda, the 5 lamp, 5 oil lamp, because 100,000 kappa years ago, during the Padumuttara Buddha's time, he offered 5 lamp, 5 oil lamp for the Buddha, make the Buddha puja. After that, he make wishes. I also want to be enlightened, or I want to be arahaship, and my life carry on until get nibbana without any suffering. I don't want to reborn in any of the woeful place. I want to be reborn in the human world or Deva world. So this way he make the wishes, Pattana. So this merits support to him until get Nibbana during 100,000 kappa. During that period, he never ever go to the apaya. And he always stay in the either Deva world or either human world. So he will only one small punya. That's why this way we have to understand this is a base of the avidya for the kusala. And one thing, during our Buddha's time, one of the bird, his name all no birds, one bird. He when our Lord Buddha going Pindapata, he stay in the one branch of the tree. He fly down and bow down to the Buddha, like this, bow down. And he at that time, our Lord Buddha mentioned to the Bhante Ananda, dear Ananda, these birds today respect to us. He accumulated wholesome. This merit support to him. He will be Paṭiccasamuppāda Buddha, silent Buddha in future. And during that period, he never ever going to any of the woeful place again. He going to Deva world and human world. After fulfill the parami, he become the Paṭiccasamuppāda Buddha. So this way, we also have to understand about the meaning of the kusala and what is the base for the kusala also, avidya. This is an aspiration, wishes. This is a avidya. Okay. So I have to continue some more things regarding the this title under the avidya. But anyway, today I'm not going to recite the Aneka Jati Gatha and the depending origins, because I think you all know, and you also try to recite by yourself. Anyway, the brief story of Sumana offering flowers to the Vipassana Buddha. Now, I think, do you know this happening? This also very wonderful happening during that period. 91 kappas ago, not only this life, not only last Buddha's period. 91 eon ago, one of the Buddha appear in the world. This Buddha's name Vipassana Buddha. Okay, at that time, this is this history starting. This marriage started from that period. Okay, Princess Sumana was the daughter of King Pasenadi Kosala during the time of our Gautama Buddha. During our Buddha's time, she is Sumana, the daughter of the King Pasenadi. Okay. What he done in the past, in her past life, during the time of the Vipassana Buddha, she was born to a treasure family, but her father had passed away then. Now she is become the daughter of the millionaire, Seti Dita. She is one of the daughter of the millionaire. So one day, the general, the Senapati, obtained permission from the king to invite the Buddha and the Bhikkhu Sangha to his house for dana. Okay, so the meaning, because at that time, only the king offering dana for the Buddha, he not allowed to others, because he is also one of the relatives. That's why he don't want to give chance for others. But anyway, his general, the one Senapati, he got the permission from the king to offer the dana for the Buddha. When the young girl Sumana came back from plane, she saw her mother in tears, and upon inquiring, her mother explained, if your father had been alive, it would be our privilege to offer dana to the Buddha today. Because now the mother is crying. She asked, what is the reason? Mother mentioned, today your father already passed away. If father is alive, this is a time to offer to the food for the Buddha. Father has the opportunity offer to the Buddha for the food for the Buddha. But today, father already passed away. That's why I am crying. The Sumana comforted her mother that is would still be there on her to make the first offering to the Buddha that day. Now she has intention. She told her mother, okay, mother, I can do this merit. I can prepare. Then she want to fulfill this merit, and she want to fulfill the mother's wishes, mother's patana. She filled a golden bowl with richly flavored milk rice and covered it with another bowl. Okay, now she make the milk rice without any water, just cook with the milk. This milk rice and put in the one bowl, and he cover with the other bowl. After that, she then wrapped jasmine flowers all around the both bowl and went toward the general's house. Okay, now after she make the flower garland and put and cover the two bowl. Then when she was stopped, the convinced the general's man to let her approach the Buddha, because do you know, during that period the general told to the soldiers, the others, don't allow to anyone come to inside the house or come to close to the Buddha to offer any of the food. Don't allow. This is his intention, his meaning. But anyway, she got the chance to approach the Buddha. How? Saying that she wished to offer jasmine garland to the Buddha. Actually, she inside the milk rice, but cannot see anyone, even though cannot smell, but she covered with the jasmine garland. That's why people after just jasmine, the flower basket. Okay, they allow. She put both bowls into the Buddha's arms bowl. Then she approached the Buddha as well. She offered the milk rice with the flowers for the Buddha. Then she then made this aspiration. Okay, because this was also one of the good aspiration. Whenever I am reborn throughout the long journey of the samsara, may I never have to earn my living with great difficulty, and may I be reborn as a much loved and a charming lady, just like the garland of jasmine flowers, and to be known as Sumana. Okay, because she want to be the royal family member, and she want to get the name of the Sumana every life. This is her wishes until get Nibbana. When the Buddha arrived in the general's house and was served first with soup, the Buddha covered his bowl, saying that he had already been given his food. Then at the time, Lord Buddha mentioned, I already accepted the food already. Then at the end of the meal, the general made inquiring and full of admiration for Sumana's courage, invited her to his house and made her his chief consort. Okay, but anyway, this is happening later. Her wishes were fulfilled as she was never born in the plane of misery of any of the poor plane or the woeful plane. She was born only either in the plane of the Deva or the human throughout the past 91 years. Okay, during the 91 kappa. Then later, the happening, in all these existence, because shower of jasmine flowers fell almost knee-high at her birth. She had always been named Sumana, jasmine flower. Her aspiration was driven by ignorance, avijja, and her wholesome act of offering to the Buddha, as well as many meritorious deeds done during the course of samsara, are also motivated indirectly by ignorance. Okay, this is a meaning. But finally, in her last life, she became an extreme entered Sotapatti at the age of 7 years old, when she heard the Buddha's Dhamma discourse given by the Buddha was on his way to receive Anathapindika's offering of the Jetavana monastery. Okay, at that time she became the Sotapatti. Eventually, she attained Arahatship. One cannot fulfill parami without ignorance, being involved, although indirectly, through a strong dependent condition, Upanisse Pachya. Because avijja is a main condition to fulfill the parami, to make the kusala. Avijja is a base for the to cultivate the kusala. Only an arahat has fully destroyed ignorance and has no more intention or wishes, as arahat is merely carrying out action. There's no accumulation of wholesome or unwholesome karma, because arahat already cut off the avijja totally, then never ever accumulating any of wholesome or unwholesome. Just Kiriya mind only. This is a meaning. So we have to understand the meaning of this avijja. Avijja is a base for the kusala or akusala. Okay. Now the brief account of Chaddanta Jataka. Actually, this is a very, very long Jataka, but I don't want to explain all, but I want to just give only the small part regarding the to explain the avijja. Okay. This Bodhisattva was once born as the king of tribe of 8,000 Chaddanta elephant. He had two chief queens, Maha Subhadra and Chula Subhadra. Okay. Then actually Chaddanta, the king of Chaddanta, supported both wives with equal mind, no any different. Two incidents led Chula Subhadra to misunderstand that the king so prefer toward Mahasubhadra. So okay, this way, because the Chula Subhadra misunderstood about the husband. Maybe husband now not supporting me, not guiding me, and only he think only the Mahasubhadra, not about me. This way she has the misunderstanding. But anyway, she has some anger mind with the king. One day, while the Bodhisattva was entering 500 Paṭicca Buddha, because at that time the 500 Paṭicca Buddha came to the this place, this pond. At that time, all other elephants together collected wild fruits, and they prepare to offer to the Buddha, Paṭicca Buddha. At that time, first of all they take the 8 sila and they offer. At that time, the Chula Subhadra has to make strong wishes about after this marriage. When they mention, when the verse, when I pass away from here, may I be reborn as the royal maiden Subhadra in the Madhya king's family, and on coming of age, may I become the chief queen of the king of Varanasi. Then I shall be there and charming his eyes, and in a position to do what I please. So I will speak to the king and send a hunter to wound and kill this elephant with the poison arrow. And thus may I be able to cause to be brought to me a part of his trust that emit 6-colored rays. Now you see, this is her aspiration. Very bad, but he made a very good kusala, but her aspiration is the akusala side. Anyway, after that, she fulfilled her wishes. Now after she passed away. She reborn in the royal family, and she become the queen of the king of the Varanasi. And she talked to the king, and one of the hunter chosen by her Sonuttar shot King shoot King Chaddanta with the poison arrow. Now she everything organized. Now Chaddanta also but anyway the many things happened, but anyway the Sonuttara after and he killed and take the trust. But you know what happened when the Subhadra saw the trust and released that her former husband had died. She too died of the broken heart because of the strong happening. But anyway, her wishes were driven by strong hatred, Vera. Even she did the wholesome act of offering the Paṭicca Buddha. She made the wrong aspiration due to ignorance. Okay, so but this way you also can understand this happening. Okay, after that there are some the explanation of the sutta from sutta. Avijja is a navijja. Avijja is a navijja. No knowledge, no true knowledge. We call avijja. Ignorance is the opposite of true knowledge. Okay, now the sum of the sutta, the one of the sutta, Avijja Sutta, coming from Samyutta Nikaya. One of the bhikkhu asked from the Buddha, Avijja avijjati bhante uchyati katamanuko bhante avijja. Bhante, ignorance, ignorance. What now, Venerable Sir, is ignorance? And in what way is one immersed in ignorance? What is the meaning of ignorance? At that time, the Lord Buddha mentioned very good and the very powerful meaning. Very, very the ultimate reality, the ultimate the meaning. Because the Lord Buddha mentioned her bhikkhu, the uninstructed worldling does not understand materiality. It is origin, it is cessation, and the way lead into the cessation. Means if the someone doesn't know the materiality, what is the cause of the materiality, origin, what is the cessation of the materiality, what is the way lead into the it is cessation to cessation of the materiality. If someone doesn't know about the rupa and he doesn't know, understand feeling about the vedana, not understanding perception, sanya, not understanding volitional formation, sankhara, not understand consciousness, this is we call avijja. Okay, so if someone doesn't know the meaning of the five aggregates, five clinging aggregates, not understanding the five clinging aggregates, it is we call avijja. Now opposite, what is the vijja? The Vijja Sutta also, the same place, coming from the same place. The Lord Buddha mentioned true knowledge. What is the true knowledge? Here bhikkhu instructed noble disciple understand form, the rupa. What is the cause of the form? What is the cessation of the form? What is the way leading to cessation of the form? He understands about the feeling, perception, volition formation, and consciousness. This is we call vijja. Okay, who has the wisdom, who has the true knowledge, meaning if someone know the meaning of the five aggregates, okay, mean the true knowledge, the opposite of ignorance, understanding the five aggregates. Okay, so the another sutta also coming from the same the Nikaya, from Samyutta Nikaya. This one also the quite meaningful. But anyway, the better we go to the the brief. Try to get the brief meaning. The Lord Buddha mentioned about the avijja. Avijja is the forerunner in the entry upon unwholesome state. You see, the ignorance is the main door, the forerunner of all the akusala, main door for the akusala, same way, with shamelessness and fearlessness of wrongdoing, following alone. You see, because of the avijja. For unwise person in ignorance, wrong view springs up. That's all explaining one by one. There are eightfold path. Okay, so the better we go to they have the chart. They have the chart. Ignorance, because avijja, the arising ahirika anuttappa, shamelessness and fearlessness of wrongdoing. Because of that wrong view, another wrong intention, wrong speech, wrong action, wrong livelihood, wrong effort, wrong mindfulness, and wrong concentration. All are arising because of the avijja. And who has the true knowledge? The true knowledge about the 5 aggregates or bases or element, whatever. Then because of the true knowledge, sense of shame and fear of wrongdoing. Because now he has the hiriottappa. Because of hiriottappa, right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, and right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration arises. So this way we have to understand avijja is a base for the akusala, vijja is a base for the kusala. Okay, the avijja can produce the akusala, and the vijja can produce the kusala. But anyway, you have to know about the meaning of the meaning. What is the difference between vijja and avijja? Okay. Then another sutta comes from Anguttara Nikaya, very famous. This goes on ignorance, avijja sutta. There are 10 types of 10 ways. The Lord Buddha means, I say bhikkhus, that ignorance has a nutriment. It is not without nutriment. You see, because avijja arises with ahara. Without ahara cannot arise. And what is the nutriment for ignorance? What are the nutriment of ignorance? It should be said the 5 hindrance. It is 5 hindrance. Because what are the nutriment for the ignorance? 5 hindrance. The sensual desire, ill will, etc. No? Kamachanda, Vyapada, Tina Midda, Uddacha Kukucha, which is a Pali. I think you know what the 5 hindrance. The 5 hindrance, 2, I say that the nutriment that are not without nutriment. And what is the nutriment for the 5 hindrance? It should be said the 3 kind of misconduct. See, Kaya duccharita, Vachi duccharita, and Mano duccharita. What are the food for the misconduct? Non-restraint of the sense faculties. What are the food for the non-restraint of the sense faculties? Lack of mindfulness and clear comprehension. What are the food for them? Careless and attention. What are the food for careless attention? The lack of faith, asaddha, no more faith. What is the food for the lack of faith? Not hearing the good Dhamma, not listening Dhamma. What are the food for the not hearing the good Dhamma, not associating with good person, not associating with good person. Okay. Now this is slowly they're explaining their way. Avijja is a base for the to accumulating unwholesome. The opposite, vijja is a base for the accumulating wholesome. This is a one way. Okay, better we go to the chart. They have the not associating with good person. Not associating with good person. Asappurisa sanseva. Then, so not hearing Dhamma. This is a, if you are not hearing Dhamma, you cannot get the good person. No faith, you cannot listen Dhamma. Okay, so the slowly by slowly, they explain about the under the ignorance, avidya. Associating with good person, because of that, we can hear in the good Dhamma. We can hear in good Dhamma because we have a faith. Because of faith, yoniso manasikara, careful attention, the wise attention arising, and mindfulness and clear comprehension, sati sampajanya. Because of sati sampajanya arising, because of indriya samvara, restraint of the sense faculty. Then tini sucharitani, three kind of good contact. 4 establish of mindfulness, 7 factor of the enlightenment and true knowledge of liberation. So, but anyway, you have to the meaning, avidya is a base, because base to the way of the akusala. Vidya is a base for way for the kusala. So now according to this sutta, those are sutta also explaining. There's some of the meaning according to the Vibhanga commentary, the definition of the ignorance. This one also, I think, the good to know because some of the Pali quite deep, but anyway, they have the meaning, but some meaning also may be difficult to catch after listening one time. You have to read and again, listen again and again. At that time, you can get the meaning. There's the meaning of ignorance, avijja. Puretum ayuttattahana kaya duccharitadi avindiyang nama aladdanti attu tang avindiyang vindatiti avijja. The meaning, the bodily misconduct, verbal misconduct, and mental misconduct are called should not be found or undertaken, avindya, in the sense of being unsuitable to be fulfilled. The meaning is that they should not be obtained. However, it find that which should not to be found. Thus, it is ignorance. Ignorance causes one to do what should not to be done. Okay, this is one of the definition. Another one is I not for the English, split English. Conventionally, bodily, verbal, and mental good conduct are indeed should be found or should be undertaken. However, it does not find what should be found. Thus, it is ignorance, avijja. Ignorance causes one not to do what should be done. Okay, this is the definition. But the next one, okay, next one, also the I think we also know about we already know on the sutta also. Also, it prevent knowing. It the meaning of collection or heap of the aggregates, the meaning of the basis, the meaning of element, the meaning of truth, the meaning of faculties. Okay, so if someone doesn't know, not understand the meaning of aggregates, bases, elements, truths, and faculties, this is avijja. Okay, this is avijja. If someone know the meaning of aggregates, bases, elements, truths, and faculties, this is vijja. We already mentioned before, no? So this is one of the definitions. Another one, also it prevent knowing the meaning of suffering and the meaning of the cessation of suffering, the meaning of cause of the suffering and meaning of the lead for the suffering. But they are described in 4 ways as oppressions, etc. That is ignorance, because because of ignorance, one does not penetrate the 4 noble truths. But according to the Paṭiccasamuppāda Pali, they're explaining each of the 4 noble truths are analyzed the 4 ways. There are 4 ways. So I think those are the meaning, but they are actually the brief meaning they mentioned. Dukkassa, Pelanatto, Sankatatto, Santapatto, Viparinamato, the Pali. Sufferings, meaning of oppressing, meaning of being formed, meaning of burning, meaning of changing. Okay, this is also 4 meaning of the dukkha, suffering. The etc. also mentioned that they are the footnote. Anyone, if they also can read by yourself. Okay, they are the 4 way for the samudaya, 4 way for the nirodha, 4 way for the magga. Okay, the next definition, the explaining. Now you know about the through all the mode of generation, destinies, becoming, station of consciousness, and abode of being, and drives being on, thus is ignorance. That means ignorance causes one to continue journeying on in the various form of existence without reaching the end of the relentless cycle of samsara. You see, because the life to life, we are reborn in the woeful place or human world, Brahma world, or anywhere. Our life carry on, life to life, life to life. This is avidya is the cause for the continued the samsara journey, Okay, but the next definition. Okay, this one also the very good meaning. You can see the Pali. Paramattato avijjamanesu itti purisadesu javati. Which are the ultimate sense, non-existence. Because among the woman or man, etc., which are in the ultimate sense non-existent, avijjaman, because someone after seeing the woman or man, if they cannot see the paramatta, then arise in the avijja. If someone can see the aggregate or basis or element after seeing the man or woman, at that time, not arising ignorance. This is vicca. So ignorance causes one to run around among concepts which are non-existent instead of the real ultimate realities. Okay, so they explain because of ignorance, one takes non-existent concept like man or woman as a real and therefore keeps going to the cycle of samsara. One who has removed ignorance understands fully the ultimate realities, such as aggregates and so on, and is free from samsara. Okay, they are one of the story of the Mahatissa Thera in Sri Lanka. Once upon a go, one of the bhikkhu, his name Mahatissa. He is a very good practitioner about the atti, about the skeleton method. He's very skillful. All the time, he always and all the time, every moment, he's reflecting atti, etc. Then his mind very, very sharp and very, very he has very good experience about the atti. One day, he is still Putujjana, still the ordinary person. One day, he wished to go to see the Mahacheti from his monastery to the Anuradhapura. Then he started to go. On the way, he met one of the women. That woman, after seeing this bhikkhu, then looked like very handsome, very calm, very peaceful. Then she want to change his mind. Then she start to laugh. At that time, the bhikkhu, the Bhante, he's going with concentration mind, and he has the meditation object. But after listening the sound, he also want to know what's the sound. Just he is looking the woman face, but he not recognize woman or man. At that time, she saw all the skeleton there, and automatically arise the vipassana knowledge, and at that moment he became arahasi. You see, because this is also the after, if someone can see the ultimate reality, fully ultimate realities of the when you see the man or woman, he not think about the man and woman. He saw in the aggregates or element or basis or whatever. So this is also the very good meaning to destroy the avijja. Now, who has the vijja, he can see the ultimate reality. Who has the avijja, he cannot see fully ultimate reality. He can see only concept. Okay, this is a meaning. Okay, the last definition in the Abhanga comment mentioned. Furthermore, it is ignorance because it concealed the physical basis and object of eye consciousness, ear, nose, tongue, body, etc. And the dependent origination, Paṭiccasamuppāda, and definitely originate state. Okay, but this is also the meaning, the Paṭiccasamuppāda, Paṭiccasamuppanna. What is the difference between? So the next paragraph they mention, the states that are conditioned should be understood as the depending origination. So cause, if someone know the cause, this is Paṭiccasamuppāda. Paṭiccasamuppanna Dhamma is the state generated by such and such condition are dependently originate state result. No, cause and result. This is a Paṭiccasamuppāda and Paṭiccasamuppada meaning. And after that, when we are going to study the avijja, sankhara, etc., all other factors, there are the one title, the lakkana. If you should know the characteristic. Without knowing the four type of the meaning of each factor, you also cannot fully understand. Example, there are the four characteristic, lakkana, function, rasa, paccupatthana, manifestation, and padatthana, proximate cause. These four things you should understand. Okay, the characteristic meaning the salient quality of the phenomena. The rasa, it performs of the concrete task or achievement of a goal. And the manifestation, the way it's present itself within experience, mode of manifestation or mode of effect. And the proximate cause, the principal condition upon which it depends. Okay, this is a Pa-Auk the extract from the Pa-Auk manual book. There are 4 lakkana, rasa, paccupata, padattana. Okay, now our today's we are talking about the avijja, no? The what is Anyana lakkana avijja? Anyana lakkana avijja. Unknowing the Dhamma, not knowing ultimate realities, it's called avijja. This is a lakkana. Sammohana rasa, to confuse, this is a rasa, confuse. Chadana paccupatthana, as a concealing the individual essence of Dhamma. Chadana paccupatthana, to like the cover, no cover. And asava padattana, taint is the padattana, taint. So this is the meaning of the avijja. And the meaning, the classification of ignorance, avijja, eka vidhadito, as to single-fold, two-fold, three-fold, four-fold, five-fold, etc. This one also, the commentary explain. I think this one may be, but just listen. And this time, maybe you cannot understand. Anyway, enough to know. This is also one of the way to classify the ignorance. The single fold, unknowing, unseen, or delusion, and so on. This is a single fold. Two-fold, no theory, absence of practice, unknowing about suffering, or disassociation with wrong view. This is one. The wrong theory, wrong practice, miccha patipatti, prevented perception of what is repulsive as a beautiful, as beautiful, or associated with wrong view. Okay, another two-fold, prompted and unprompted, asankara, sasankara. Sasankara, asankara. But the threefold, actually this one also, the threefold, also they mention associate with the three kind of feeling, respect the feeling, because the avijja arising with the sukha vedana, with happy feeling, avijja arising with the dukkha vedana, unhappy feeling, avijja arising with the equal feeling, the upekha vedana. That's all. So, but anyway, they are also explaining. But there are four-fold, five-fold, and six-fold. This is also according to commentary explaining. But anyway, so you have to know what is the meaning of avijja. Avijja is a nerve vijja avijja. No, doesn't have the true knowledge, it's called avijja, ignorance. But mainly our Lord Buddha mentioned dukkha ajnana, dukkha samudaya ajnana, dukkha nirodha ajnana, dukkha nirodha gamini patipada ajnana. Not knowing the suffering, not knowing the cause of the suffering and cessation of the suffering, and what is the way to leading of cessation of suffering. So if someone doesn't know the Four Noble Truth, it's called avijja. Anyway, avijja is a base for mainly the base for the akusala, and this is and the avijja is indirectly base for the kusala. We call upanishya, strong condition. Avijja become upanishya paccaya to the wholesome. This is a way to understand. So I think now avijja we already completed. Next time we have to know what's the meaning sankhara, the formations. Because of the avijja arising sankhara, the avijja is a base for the sankhara. If no avijja, sankhara cannot appear. So what is the difference between avijja and sankhara, and what is the meaning of the sankhara? So the sankhara, so there are many meanings. because the kusala intention, akusala intention, a lot of meaning. So we have to understand according to the Paṭiccasamuppāda clearly, avijja paccaya sankhara in the next time. Okay, I think today's Sri Lankan Uposatha Day, and we have to start now the chanting puja in our monastery. So many of the people are waiting, so I have to participate this event. If you have any questions or any thing to discuss, better you can type to the sister PMC group, and later we can discuss and we can reply. Thank you very much, Bante, or Bante also translating this Dhamma talk. Sadhu Sadhu Bante Anumodana. May all of you be healthy. May all of you be well and happy all the time. May all of you be practice Dhamma and stay comfortably. May all of you be free from all suffering and attain Nibbana. So, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, repeat after me. Idamme punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Idamme punyang nibbanassa accayo hotu. Mama punya bhagang sabba sattanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labhantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu, nibbana paccayo hotu. Buddha sasanang chirang tithatu. Buddha sasanang chirang tithatu. Buddha sasanang chirang tithatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.